Okay, I wasn't happy with the quality of the first video I made about this, so let's try again, because honestly, I was too busy playing Pokemon Masters. I thought the most exciting thing that was going to happen to me tonight was getting 6,000 free gems, because apparently there was like some kind of glitch in the game, so everyone gets 6,000 gems as compensation. I was making a video about that and doing my 20 sync pair scouts, and I didn't even know this tweet from the Pokemon Company existed until after I uploaded the video, and I was just too much in shock of all the shenanigans going on. So if you end up enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a like. This is one that you need to share with all of your friends because a new Pokemon has been discovered, and it is one of the freakiest things we have ever seen from the Pokemon Company. Head this way for the latest on our Galar research trainers. So you go to the website, and then you're like, alright, where's the new Pokemon? I don't see anything here. What about down here? There's nothing. And then that's when you realize, oh, you go back to the main page. What the hell is this? Hey, what? Calm down. What's going on? And here's where I made my greatest mistake. First off, getting jump scared. But also because that's Rotom's Pokedex cry, or that's just Rotom's cry. The weird thing is, I was trying to figure out what the cry had to do with anything. I was like, evolution? Is this like related to an Eevee in some way? It's like our fighting evolution, but the body type and all that doesn't really make any sense. And I was like, I know I've heard this before, but I don't know where. And I play with background music, so I mute game sounds most of the time, and like when I'm like editing videos, so I'm not even paying attention to that. But yeah. It's Rotom. I don't know what that means, but the rest of this is still a massive mystery. So that's what the rest of it's about. So this is the glitch, and it is the something Pokemon. Pure fighting type though. Unknown height. 257 pounds. That's a stocky boy. And then steadfast ability. Only blank that have survived many battles can obtain this blank. When this Pokemon's blanks, it will retire from combat. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I guess the Pokemon Company knows what's going on. The website should know what's going on. It's just that now it's super glitched out and acting all freaky. And honestly, this is a pretty gloom kind of Pokedex entry. You have to survive battles. And then when something bad happens, it retires from combat. Like, does that mean it retires from that fight? Or does it retire from combat altogether? Like, if its weapon is broken, it's demoralized, it's done for good. That's kind of upsetting. But when you have something that looks like this, anything's fair game. Now, first thought is like, Cubone thing? But we already have a Alolan Marowak, and like, Galarian Cubone would be weird, and Evolution would be weird, and then going into fighting, I don't even know, but it's got like some kind of skull thing or weird coloration going on. So, let's keep digging. Now, for starters, the steadfast ability on a fighting Pokemon, that's pretty much par for the course. As we can see, almost all of them are fighting with the exception of 2 evolutionary lines. We have Scyther that actually has it as a hidden ability, and then Rockruff Lycanroc that has it as a hidden ability, but all of the other Pokemon, well, actually, I was about to say all the other ones out. It's still hidden ability on Machop evolutionary line, but honestly, they were around for a while. Then we have Riolu Lucario maining the Steadfast, and then Gallade. So we have an evolution of an existing Pokemon in a new generation, ending up with the Steadfast ability. Now, it's not really that impressive of an ability. Increases the user's speed when flinched. Seemed kind of like a waste of ability, especially if this is supposed to be like some kind of crazy new Pokemon or crazy new evolution. And then some people are like, well, where does this go? We do have a fighting type gem. Is this going to be like the signature Pokemon of B? We kind of have like these little ear things going on. Now, there's all kinds of speculation going on. Is Scorbunny actually evolving into a fighting type? And then B has like the second stage or final evolution of Scorbunny, and then it actually has like some kind of representation in her design. I don't know. Maybe something like that's going on, but not really. It's like you look at its design, like something's up with this thing's design. It looks kind of crazy indeed. And then other people are just like, duh, it's Sirfetch'd. We're finally going to be breaking it down. So let's see how this looks. You know, Japanese translation. Actually, wait a second. Let's translate this to English because Twitter didn't do that automatically. The new Pokemon seems to carry a sword and a shield. Japanese fans are calling him Camonite, even though the last 3 characters are official. So yeah, if you go onto the Japanese website, where they have like all this glitch stuff happening, there's actually 3 characters at the end that aren't glitched out, that actually give some kind of hint as to what this Pokemon is. Now, if this is Sirfetch'd, that means the Pokemon Company can't do that, because if you just have apostrophe D showing, then everyone knows what that means. However, I think that would kind of build up, like, more hype in some kind of confirmation, but now the weirdness is just kind of, like, leaving us out in the open. So we have Night being the only thing that's confirmed, but the thing is, Farfetch'd is called Kamonegi, so you change that to Night, and then that's what people are down. Also, people are rotating it, and that's leading to art and stuff like this. So yeah, I don't know, which one do you think is more accurate, and fan interpretation, is that valid? Because I think it kind of works both ways. That even without this, like, it's holding the spear over its head like it's about to chuck the spear or something like that, or has like some kind of very heightened battle position and then still holding the shield in its left hand. Because even when it's rotated, like, it kind of loses a lot of proportion and stuff, but it does look a lot more legitimate in that way. That, oh, there might be, but then it has like no feet and no legs, and then how's it weigh so much? But it is holding the spear upright, and it does seem to have like some kind of proper sword or spear grip behind it, and then it actually looks like a leek sword, which is really cool. We just gotta wait and see how this one ends up playing out. So that's when, like, you take on that with it. It's like, kinda, yeah, but it's also kind of glitched out, so maybe this isn't like the full design, no matter how much you rotate it or do any weird stuff about it. Next thing leading this to Sirfetch'd is the confirmed leak, but also the entry. Farfetch'd cares a lot about stick, and only Farfetch'd that have survived many battles can attain this evolution, something. It's just the same glitch block of words just repeated, but it's not the same word. So, you know, can attain this rank. When this Pokemon's stick shatters, it'll retire from combat. So we go and check out Farfetch'd's Pokedex entries. The sprig of green onions it holds is its weapon. It's used like a metal sword. This plant stalk it holds is its weapon. The stalk is used like a sword to cut all sorts of things. That's cool to take it to the next level. We've needed a Farfetch'd evolution for a while, so why not Sword and Shield land, where it actually has a sword and a shield, and that'd be a pretty crazy Galar evolution. Also, it would be kind of like the new Obstagoon. The Obstagoon is classified as its own Pokemon outside of the Galarian evolutions, because if you just go to the Galarian form classification for the Pokemon website, it just ends at Linoon, and then it's like a new Pokemon that's separate, but also comes from the Galarian evolution. So Sirfetch'd pulling that off would be pretty nifty, and then it can't live without the stalk it holds. That's why it defends the stalk from attackers with its life. It lives and dies by the blade, which means if it's done, it's done. And maybe that's it. And then, like, for some reason, fighting comes into play. And that'd be cool if it was like glitch fighting, because then we could be like, ooh, flying fighting. That'd be pretty weird. You know, we could start speculating some things like that, but we can't. So we have a flying normal Pokemon that just becomes fighting, and no steel element inside of it, even though it seems to get some kind of sword, and even the first Pokedex entries talking about that it's like a metal sword. Other than that, I was like kind of looking around that maybe like one of the Rotom pages updated, because we have the Rotomi. Nothing here. We also have the Rotom Dex. No, nothing to like click on or do any weird glitchy stuff with. So I guess we just have to wait like 7 hours until a trailer comes out, unless they're saving it for like Monday, in which case we lose our minds all weekend, or maybe this mystery like slowly unpixelates and then slowly gets more and more legible. I'm not really sure, but yeah, a lot of the ideas about this definitely change when you know that it's Rotom's Cry. I didn't see anyone mentioning Rotom's Cry, so I'm like, what? I don't know. I feel like I've heard it, but why haven't I heard it? Is this an evolution of the Pokemon I've heard? I don't know. It doesn't sound like Eevee. It doesn't sound like Evolutions. It doesn't sound like Farfetch'd. We're completely lost in this one, and I thought they were just like throwing out some kind of randomness. So yeah, Sirfetch'd kind of seems the way that people are going. Is it maybe some kind of red herring that it could represent Sirfetch'd, and like this is just kind of like its own Pokemon? Maybe it is like a weird glitch classification of Pokemon. Like, why is the website freaking out like this is the weird thing? This would be a really cool way of introducing like a Pokemon that maybe resembles or honors Missing No in some kind of way, or this is just like a really crazy way of obscuring Sirfetch'd. So we're going to see where that goes. I wouldn't cancel out anything, like all of the options, but maybe it is like 90% Sirfetch'd. That's why it's like fighting. Either that's like a red herring against Sirfetch'd, or actually gives us an idea as to what this Pokemon is about. The Pokedex entries line up, a lot of the other theories line up, some weird stuff is going on, and yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I was just expecting a straight up trailer. I was hoping for a straight up trailer. At least that wouldn't jump scare me as hard, and that wouldn't ruin my night. But here we are. So yeah, we're just gonna watch this one unfold. Hopefully we get like more and more time, and hopefully this Pokemon looks really cool. Like, I'm down with it on this horizontal view. Like, if it's wearing like some kind of skull helmet or some kind of like actual tricked out design, and then it uses that thing to just slice people up, that's kind of neat. But there we go. Hopefully this also signals that Pokemon news is going to get insane, that we are looking at a trailer every week until Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out, and even at that point, I don't think we'll have revealed as much as Pokemon Sun and Moon did, and Pokemon Sword and Shield's a larger game. So things are looking good, things are being crazy. There we go, guys. Hope you all enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.